Okay, this video will go over how to create a work order for a new customer, a customer who you've never seen before. So we'll create the customer information and we'll create the product information. We'll begin like any work order, begin work order or begin update close. Now you can look up, first thing you want to do is keep in mind the way we organize things. When I do a lookup here, it's looking in my service file and it's going to look for any service product that I've worked on for a particular customer. If we've never worked on anything for this customer, it'll come back and not find them. Now I can do a lookup by telephone number. And obviously it didn't find him. If it found him, it'd look him up. I can try doing his name. Maybe his name begins with Tom. And it shows me that he's not in my system. So now I'm going to hit the escape key. If I found him, then obviously I would select it. So he's not here. I'm going to hit the escape key. It's asking me if I want to add him to my service program. And I'm going to say, yes, I do. Now I was looking in my customer database. Keep in mind, we have our service database, we have a customer database. You can have a customer that can have more than one product. So the customer will be out there once, all the products that he has will be out there multiple times. So it could be that the customer bought some parts or did something but just never had any service work done. So he could be in your customer file. If he is, then maybe let's try doing a lookup to see if he's ever been a customer of mine. No, he hasn't. So I'm going to hit the escape again. Now do I want to add him to my accounts receivable customer file? And it's going to come up. And now I'm going to go over this in detail. You can look at adding new customers video and it'll show you all the detail. But basically what I'm going to do right now is enter the name. And the things that are most important. If you click business, right now it's going to sort it by customer because it thinks it's a name. If you click business, it's just going to sort it by the whole thing and sort it by new. I'm going to go right over to the zip code. We do have a zip code file, so it'll automatically fill in the city and state. Because I typed in a number, it assumed it was the telephone number, so it's putting it in there. You don't have to use a telephone number as account number. You can use anything you want. You can have the computer automatically assign it. There again, most of our customers do use telephone numbers. It's a little bit more convenient to look at them. Two most important things here is the email address. And obviously, if you want to send somebody a text, you need to put in the cell phone number and you need to put in the type of carrier that they have. So this allows me to send emails and send texts to my customers. Once you fill in all this information, or as little as you wish, you need to hit the add button. Now once I hit the add button, it's going to say it's okay to add. The default is yes, so I can just hit the enter key. Now that customer is in, if I need to change anything, I'll hit the change key. Notice the add button is gone. I'm going to hit the escape key. I'm done here. Now it's going to say, okay, what does he have for a product? Typically, if a customer's you're talking to a customer, they're not going to know what their VIN number is. So I'm going to skip it. I'll put it in later. Two things you want to do is you want to put the make. This is a drop down. In this case, I'm going to put forwards. But if it's not here, you can click add new and add a new make file. So I'm just going to put forwards. And then over here, you would type in your product. There again, this is another drop down. You could have your product separated any way you want. It's really used for reporting. Like if you're in the boat business, you could have a pontoon boat versus a bow rider versus a sport fishing boat. If you're a trailers, you could do multiple axles and things like that. It's strictly for reports. You'll enter all the pertinent information, make, model description, year. These custom fields, obviously, you can make those fields whatever you want. You just look at the video changing custom fields. You've got your sizes. This screen could look different depending on what you sell. I've got it set up for a marine business, so it does have boat name and overall length. If you're in the motorcycle business, truck business, some of these fields may not be on the screen. Obviously, we're not going over scheduling right now. So what I've done in this simple scenario is I did a lookup in my service program, couldn't find the customer, hit escape, did a lookup in my customer file, couldn't find the customer, put my customer information up here. Now I'm entering all the information for my product. And we're just going to, when we're done, we're going to hit F12. Now, the system wants to generate a stock number. Every unit you put into the service program has to have a unique stock number. That's how it gets tracked. If you want the computer to generate it for you, that's fine, just hit yes. If you'd like to type in your own, that's fine, type in your own. Typically, most customers usually let the computer do it because you can look things up by anything you want. You can look it up by the VIN number, the make, the model. So usually just people have the computer do it. Now we're right back in the same screen that we were when we're adding existing customers. Obviously, none of these things are going to give us any data. This is going to bring me right back to here. He's a brand new customer. This is going to look at history. There is no history. This is going to look at my user defined template. So if there's more information I want to enter about his product, I can put it in here. And obviously this goes back to the beginning if I want to enter any more information. So as of right now, we just added a brand new customer that's never been in our system before. What you need to do next is look at the video on how to add work orders and jobs to an existing work order. Okay, watch that video next.